The future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways. In this fast evolving business landscape, it's not just knowledge, but the agility defines true leadership. Our distinguished guest, Mr. Hitesh Jain, is a living embodiment of this sentiment, with a journey marked by skill, innovation, and transformation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. They say numbers don't lie, but they do tell stories to those who know how to read them. A student manager at Balaji Institute of Modern Management, Sri Balaji University, Pune, specializing in finance, where spreadsheets are my battlefield and strategy is my currency.
And I, Meghna Kulkarni, student manager at Balaji Institute of Modern Management, specializing in finance, working the fine line between numbers and narratives. While others scroll through Instagram, I scroll through stock charts. From risk models to return on investment, finance isn't just a subject, it's lens through which I see the world.
Welcome to the Eminent Guest Lecture Series, a platform that bridges boardrooms and classrooms, where learning moves beyond PowerPoint slides into powerful insights. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you all to this inspiring edition of the Eminent Guest Lecture Series.
It gives us immense pride to welcome today's distinguished speaker. Mr. Hitesh Jain is a head of business intelligence at GSK and a respected name in the global pharmaceutical and healthcare analytics space. At Sri Balaji University, Pune, we believe that true education transcends the boundaries of traditional classrooms. Our academic philosophy thrives on meaningful industry interaction, hands on experiential learning, and a strong foundation in ethical leadership.
In this very spirit of the Eminent Guest Lecture Series was envisioned a platform where thought leaders don't just share knowledge but ignite perspectives and broaden the horizons of a collective understanding.
Sri Balaji University Pune is not just built with bricks and books. It's built on a bold vision carved by a founder, the late Professor Dr. Colonel A. Bala Subramaniam Sir, a soldier, a scholar, and a sculptor of human potential. His timeless triad, discipline, dedication, and determination, is not merely a motto, but the pulse of our institution where discipline sharpens our focus, dedication fuels our passion, and determination empowers us to overcome every obstacle, forging dreams into purposeful realities.
We take immense pride in the rich diversity of our students' community, a confluence of bright minds from every corner of India, united by purpose and potential. This blend of cultures and perspectives doesn't just enhance the classroom experience, it nurtures a deeper sense of empathy, collaboration, and global readiness.
Sri Balaji University Pune offers both undergraduate and postgraduate programs with a strong focus on professional and practical skill building. Our postgraduate programs are delivered through four distinguished management institutes, each nurturing a distinct skill set tailored to the evolving demands of the corporate world. Balaji Institute of Modern Management BIMM, Balaji Institute of Technology and Management BITM, Balaji Institute of Management and Human Resource Development BIMHRD, Balaji Institute of International Business BIIB. Together, these institutes form the intellectual backbone of Sri Balaji University Pune, equipping students with academic excellence, industry interface, and holistic development for a competitive world.
We would like to extend our greetings to the Honorable Chancellor, Sri Balaji University Pune, Professor B. Paramanandan Balasubramanian, also Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G. K. Shirde, Deans, Directors, Deputy Directors, faculty members, and my fellow student managers. With great joy and pride, may I now invite Dr. Bhushan Pednekar to present a bouquet to Mr. Hitesh Jain as a symbol of our gratitude and admiration.
And now, may I request Student Manager Tarjini Singodia to introduce our esteemed guest.
Thank you, Meghna. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tarjani Singodia, a junior student manager at Balaji Institute of Modern Management, Sri Balaji University, Pune, specializing in finance. It is our distinct honor to welcome Mr. Hitesh Jain, who currently serves as the head of business intelligence at GSK. With over a decade of rich and diverse experience in strategic marketing, business intelligence, and market research, Mr. Jain has made a significant contribution to leading healthcare organizations such as Johnson & Johnson, About Healthcare, and IQVIA. Throughout his career, he has been instrumental in driving impactful initiatives, including the successful launch of a dental portfolio at Pyramid Healthcare and a strategic new product launch through consumer testing at Johnson & Johnson. His core expertise lies in marketing analytics, business development for new product launches, and managing high level corporate projects, making him a key driver of data informed decision making in healthcare sector. We are truly privileged to have him with us today. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm and hearty round of applause to our today's guest of honor, Mr. Hitesh Jain. Sir, the stage is all yours.
can change as well. I can see there. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Somebody said good evening, right? It's still, I think, uh, it's still 21 minutes left for us to wish good evening, and we will do that. We'll do that after 21 minutes. Good afternoon. Yeah, because I think your directors told me this is, I think, a capacity of this auditorium is 700, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, no. But the energy what I'm seeing in the room is not beyond 70, 70. You all want to make that energy of Balaji University felt to everyone within the room. So one last time, can we say good afternoon? Yeah. All right. Some people are happy. The energy is there flowing in the room. That's okay, right? Guys, this is very, very difficult to hold this big a crowd. There will be chats happening between two people. My idea of giving and interacting with students is whomever I see speaking, talking, the mic goes to the person's hand, right? And then the person takes the next session, next part of my session. All of you are okay with this? Yeah? Yes, no? Yeah. See, it's very difficult for me to do what I have planned to do because I never imagined this big a crowd, right? So I cannot keep you guys glued to the slides what I wanted to share because it's a very dry subject for many, which is Indian pharmaceutical market, right? While the last 1 hour of interaction with your, college leadership, I would say, has at least helped me to talk something which all of you want to hear and listen, right? And I will say those topics, and if that is something which is really making sense for you, then just I will expect applaud for that topic. If that works for you, then I'll spend more time on those topics versus something which I want to talk, right? Let's make this more interesting. Let's not make it a more slide based interaction, right? So um, I want to talk about life in a corporate world, right? Because all of you are management students. I was once upon a time, and all of you have aspirations and dreams which remain with us till we die, right? So the topic which I want to talk about or touch upon is what is the life in a corporate and what are the expectations? What do corporate world wants us not to behave like, but what do corporate world ask or expect us to contribute, right? That's first thing. You are okay with me spending time on this? Yes, no. The second thing is I want to talk about is business intelligence. I think that's one function which which is industry averse. When I say industry averse means whether it's pharmaceuticals, whether it is automobiles, whether it is IT, whether it is petroleum, whether it is banking, finance, you go to any sector and BI, which is data analytics, business intelligence, insights, all remain same, right? So if you have a profile, if you have an inclination towards this, you can spend time in any industry, right? So whether some healthcare company is coming to your campus and you are in dual mind, should I go for the interview or no, right? But if you are clear in terms of you want to build your career into data and analytics, then you really don't have to think about which industry I want to appear myself for. So that's the second piece which I am going to talk. Are you guys okay with this? Yeah, the sounds and the voice is going low. Are you okay with this? Yeah. The third thing which I want to spend time is career opportunities, right? What after your management, right? So there will be HR aspirants, there will be marketing aspirants, there will be sales aspirants, there will be entrepreneurs in this auditorium, there will be people who want to fundraise and do startups, right? There will be people who want to, uh, you know, get into the senior leadership as early as possible. So I'll spend some time in terms of career options and opportunities which are available in the industry and what helps you to fast track that, right? All of us wants to be there into senior leadership role. All of us want to be there in the board meetings, right? And that is the reason I think we all are doing and decided to do management, which is MBA, right? And we have not stopped at graduation because we just don't want to do a normal or a routine job. But what we want to do is a leadership role. We want to manage people, right? We want to work on strategies, which we want to make and create impact to the industry. So that's a couple of things which we want to do. So I'll spend some time in terms of talking about what will help you to fast track your career and what are the must haves which you cannot miss out when you join any campus, any corporate. All of us are okay with this? Yeah, yeah. And the last thing is where I will want to invite questions, right? Questions from you, which in my capacity, if I am able to answer, I'll be more than happy to respond, right? That's the last thing. Are you okay with that? Okay, how much time I have? Half an hour? Somebody said half an hour. How much time I have? 45 minutes. Okay, so it's 3:45. So we'll end at 4:30. Uh, guys, I will, as I'm from healthcare and pharma industry, I'll keep that that lady is sleeping, I think. Yeah, you who just got, who woke up. Good afternoon. Yeah, this, uh, can you say hi? And then I'll say whom the one sitting next to the one who just waved, right? No, so nothing against guys. Simple things brings interest in the room. This was just one try and attempt at that, right? She was not sleeping, man. She was very much up, right? I'll keep catching such people, right? You're eating chewing gum? No, right? So I'm saying this is, see, I mean, you talk about serious subjects and topics and you see a low voice in the room. You ask the most stupidest question in the room, are you eating chewing gum? And then everybody's happy and smiling, right? So that is something which brings positive energy in the room. As I said, I'm healthcare and pharma, so I'll give you some background to the healthcare and pharma because I'm not promoting the industry, but I'm wanting you all to know about this industry, right? Because it's an exciting industry, and if you aspire to be there somewhere in the healthcare industry, I think I'll be more than happy if I'm able to convert your mind, uh, where you do and you pass out from your campus and you are still wanting to join an industry which is healthcare and pharma. With this, I want to understand, how many of you know about medicines? Just raise your hand, right? Dawai, medicines and dawai. Yeah. How many of you have consumed medicine till date? यानी आज तक कोई ना कोई दवाई खाई है, consume की है. Wow, all hands raised, right? The first row is very healthy. Nobody is raising their hand. So either they have not had any medicines, but I mean, not to my surprise, but I didn't saw even a single hand which was down, which means all of us have consumed medicine, right? Basic ones, right? COVID times, paracetamol sabne khaya hai. Yes, no, right? No, that is the importance of healthcare, guys. That is the importance of pharmaceuticals to us, correct? Why? Because we are all fast-paced world. We don't have time. We want to attend sessions even on a weekend because some stupid guest is coming from Bombay and he has spoiled our Saturday. We wanted to go for a movie, but that is how it is. So, what should I do? Right? I am feeling feverish. I am feeling down. I am having acidity. I don't have energy left. So, somebody would have popped paracetamol. किसी ने एक vitamin tablet खा ली होगी. Somebody would have coffee or a tea. Right? Somebody would wash their face. There are some of the other sources how all of you have made yourself available here for this session, right? Why? Because we don't want to miss out on any important events which happened in our life. And that's where medicines plays a very, very important role, right? I cannot wait. I have to be there because there is a lot of competition, guys. There is a lot of competition. And I don't want to miss out on any important events of my life. And hence, the fastest thing which makes me feel good, happy, healthy is medicines. Yes, no. Yeah. So some of the questions what you're seeing, right? I mean, vaccination, all of us know now because we have all gone through the COVID phase. Yes, no. Vaccines लेते हैं ना? COVID के पहले we used to think बच्चे लेते हैं vaccines, right? COVID में बच्चे were the only group who did not take vaccine, right? So it changed the whole mindset that vaccine is not for kids. Vaccine is for prevention. And this prevention as a concept went hard in our Indian minds only after COVID because we wait for something to happen and then we react, right? Right? We wait to get ill. We wait for the infection to get in our body and then we treat. So we believe in treatment. Treatment is what? When something happens to you, then you try to treat your body to become healthy again. That's treatment. What is vaccinations? Something should not happen to you. So that's prevention, right? And that is what we have learned a hard way. There is a concept called as adult vaccination. What is adult vaccination? That you can vaccinate yourself for so many diseases which will never happen to you if you vaccinate yourself, right? So we all thought about preventing ourselves. So that's something which vaccine brings to you, and that is pharmaceutical and healthcare again, right? So the four questions of what you're reading here, what would today look like if we were not vaccinated against COVID? Probably at least less people would have been there in the auditorium, right? Other would have been attending the same session from heaven. Yes, no, right? What does the pharmaceutical industry impact? How does it impact life expectancy? Life expectancy is what? Simple things. The average years for which a person is able to live, right? Which is say 65 years for Indians or 68 years for Indians or some years for some developed nations, right? What is the role of pharmaceutical in women empowerment, right? How that has changed life for the female side of the country. Thank God if you, and that is a question I asked, is there anybody in the room who say who have not consumed any medicine till date? But the answer was no, right? And you will be amazed to see the stats here. This is the answers. I know, I mean, you will not be able to read a lot of things, but I'll just explain you in the paucity of time. The first chart, what you see, right? So many years back, the average age for which the humans used to survive was 35 years. 35 years. Today, for most of the continents, the average age, if you see, Africa is on the lowest side, which is close to 60 years, while there are people who are even doing century. That's the life expectancy we talk about. And that is what healthcare and pharmaceutical has brought to all of us. All of us are happy with this? Yes, no? Yeah? Child mortality. What do you mean by child mortality? All of you understand that, right? So many years back, if I have to put, it used to be in the excess of 40%, right? Today, over the years, how much this number has gone to? Single digit. That's where we have been able to save lives, right? Again, all thanks to the healthcare and the technology ecosystem, which helps us to get back to the healthy state. More numbers. If you look at this chart, right? Smallpox is something which used to be there many years back, right? And people used to not been able to save lives because somebody is having smallpox, the way it happened in COVID, right? But what came then? Vaccines, right? So today, what you see, this is what 70s look like. The all red patches is where the smallpox used to be there. Today, there is complete eradication because you have vaccines which are given in the first 2 years when a child is born. Yeah. The last graph, and I'm not going to bore you again, as I said. Polio, all of you know, right? Do bund zindagi ke, right? With our Amitabh Bachchan has helped us to at least keep that message registered in our mind, right? Today, do we have polio in a country like India where we are still not developed? We don't have any cases, right? And that is what a healthcare and a pharmaceutical ecosystem does, it just make us more and more wise. It helps us make and more available. Available for what? For the opportunities which exist. Yeah. For the aspirations which all of us have. For the dreams what we all want to live for. Right? And hence it allows us not to miss at any important event of your life, but to be available not only on your birthdays and the anniversaries, but also while some campus placement is happening in your vicinity, while there is some upskilling happening with some new learnings coming through, multiple ways, and you are able to make most out of it, right? So with that, I think this is what just the two slides which I wanted to give you on healthcare. May I have different slides, but the only numbers which all of us should be very proud of India as a geography, and why India is called as the pharmacy of the world. Yeah. So India. So we all of us are Indians first, right? Whether whatever professions we get into, we are Indians first. We are also the pharmacy of the world. Why? India as a country, we are third in terms of volumes. Volumes means generation of medicines, manufacturing of medicines. We are 14th in terms of value. Can anybody say why is the difference between our value rank and volume rank? Anyone can answer? I heard some of you are business analytics background as well. Yes, please. No, it's a closer answer, but not the real one. Yes, please. Labor cost is low in India. So, very good. Can we all clap for this gentleman? Yeah. The MRP, the pricing of our medicine is very, very low, right? We sell very, very economical medicines. And why we say so? While we sell this economical medicine, but we sell quality medicines. And I'll tell you why, right? But what he gave, can you imagine what is the cost of a paracetamol tablet? One tablet, 1 rupee. Absolutely correct. What is vada pav? Huh? 15. Some people are, this crowd is saying 15, 20, 25. This crowd is really premium. They are actually not consuming vada pav. They are consuming burger, which they are calling as vada pav. This crowd is consuming the most economical vada pav, right? And this is midway. Guys, even a vada pav costs somewhere average 15, 20 rupees, right? And we all know that's the most affordable food which is available to most of the part. While a medicine like a paracetamol, which helps you go away from fever, is available at 1 rupee, right? And that is the ecosystem which makes our country third volume in terms of volume. Now, see why, guys? Why do we consume medicine? Is when we will have trust on the medicine. All of you are absolutely okay with this statement, right? Will you all? I mean, connecting the same wrong example. Will you have a vada pav at a stall which is okay, right? But still serving you a hot vada pav? Yes, no. Let's be very genuine, guys. Yes, right? So we all are okay to take risk, right? To have a vada pav which is going in our body. And we all know we may get some infection if the vada pav is not prepared in that hygienic state. But we are still okay to take that risk. All of us do that. Yes, no? Now just imagine while having a medicine, which is again coming back to the paracetamol example, right? If you see any dirt in that tablet, if you see that tablet is broken, will you consume that tablet? Yes, no. That's the trust what the medicines brings you. Why? Because when you take a medicine, you want to become healthy again, right? You want to have that energy again. Even that is 1 rupee, but you will not take the risk of consuming a medicine which is of inferior quality, right? Because you trust so much that medicine that medicine is going to show its effect, and you will be back to normal again. And that trust, oh, not only we Indians have shown this trust on Indian medicines. If you look at here, we supply 50% of the global vaccines, right? Full globe, if there is 100 vaccine which gets consumed, 50 is from India, right? If there is generic consume, generic means something which is not promoted, right? And you always keep hearing this, like generic medicines. Generic medicines means they would be of the same quality, but they are not promoted. Something which is not promoted obviously will be coming at a lower cost, right? And that is something 40% of the global generic medicine consumption happens from India. And into which country? US, which we think is the most developed one. Yeah. 25% of the medicines which get consumed in UK are from India. We all feel good? Yes. 80% of the antiretroviral drugs, which is the HIV drugs, are from India. We all feel good with this 4 number? Yes. And this happens, as I said, coming back to the same example, the consumption of medicine happens only when you have trust with the quality, trust with the source. And that is what India, in terms of pharmaceutical healthcare for the world, right? Those are the only statement I wanted to tell you about healthcare and pharmaceutical industry, because this is very important for all of us to understand and take a lot of pride why we are the global pharmacy of the world. These numbers are registered in your mind. Yeah, your director have told me there's going to be a test which is going to happen after the session. So please remember these numbers. And it's not going to be an open book exam, right? So you can note down in your mobile if you want, right? But there's going to be a test which is going to happen after this session, right? Healthcare, pharma, understood? Yes, no? Yeah. So with that, I think I will keep having a check on the time, because you said I have 45 minutes and we have 29 minutes left. It's 4:01. Good evening, everyone. This side is happy. You wanted to wish good evening, right? Good evening. Not only to her. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so I think with this, I don't want to take slides. Guys, there are slides, but in the slide, I see there is a couple of them yawning, couple of them sleeping, couple of them chatting. I want to talk more to people because this is a big crowd. आपकी कोई गलती नहीं है, right? इतने बड़े crowd को खाली only one thing can make this crowd silent. What is that? Any guesses? Yeah, I want to hear some interesting answer which has come. What is that answer? Gigi sir. Who is Gigi sir? Your professor. Okay, good guess, but that's not the right answer. This crowd, I said, let me be very specific. This 700 people, only one thing can make this crowd silent. No, that's a forceful silence. I am not able to make you silent. Okay, some more hint I will give you. Only one thing that will make this crowd silent, and that can make this crowd go violent also. Stand up comedy. That's a good thing. No medicine, healthcare done ho gaya. Okay, let me give the answer. And if you like the answer, I would expect a applaud after that answer, right? Very good. Good guess, but absolutely away from the. The answer is the movie Sayyara. Yeah. See so much happiness in the room, right? That's the only thing I have seen. Only this generation. Nothing against this generation, but this generation has been the most silent one and violent one in the theaters over last 4 or 5 weeks, right? Now see, I'm getting that silence now in the room. Yeah. So guys, with that, let me come to the second topic which I wanted to discuss in the next 30 minutes. And then I will, last 15 minutes is where I'm going to use for an interaction, right? So please have those questions in your head. What do you want to ask me? What is something which is, pinching you, which you want to know from the industry perspective? The second topic, which I said, what is corporate expecting from this group, right? Now, as a corporate, uh, while I will learn 10 things in your 2 years of syllabus, right? But let me be very practical to tell you whatever you are going to learn as part of your syllabus, less than 10% of that you are going to use in your corporate life. Does that makes you feel happy or shocked or Huh? You know? Then why are you studying in Balaji University? But as I said, I'm again coming to the question. The syllabus, what you're going to learn, right? From a practical application perspective, less than 10% of that you're going to use in your corporate roles. Then what you're going to use in your corporate roles? Soft skills, somebody said. Yes, that's one important thing. What else? Leadership will come later on. First, you will have to develop and grow with your experience, right? So, yes, leadership will come, but it will take some time. Co- Collaborative ways of working, and that is something which you are learning here through multiple working on multiple projects, connecting with stakeholders. Yes. What else? The senior junior connect, right? All the juniors have been made to sit on the steps while all the seniors are enjoying the uh, uh, sofa cuisine. Huh? Common sense. Common sense. Okay. Problem solving, communication, coordination. Guys, you whatever you are saying, holidays. Okay. All right. I got the answer. I got the answer. Shh, come back, guys, come back. All right. As I said, guys, corporate is wanting you not to show what you have learned and how much you remember as part of the syllabus. Corporate is wanting you to display your skills, right? Corporate is wanting you to get into the practical application of what you have learned. So what you are saying is all theory what you would have learned, and you are not expected to give those definition answers when you go in the corporate, but you are supposed to display that through your practical application of your knowledge. That's one. The second is given confidence. With what confidence comes? One is your knowledge, the other is your skill, right? What skill I have and how much I have upgraded myself in terms of this skill. This 2 years, I am sure, out of the 700 people sitting in the room, right? All of us are doing the same course. All of us are facing the same faculty. But still, there is this top 10% who put in some extra efforts, and nobody tells them to put that extra efforts. And that extra effort put in by that 10% differentiates them, right? All of you are going to go with the same degree, right? But what is going to differentiate yourself is that 10% of hard work which all of you would have put for yourself in terms of upskilling yourself, in terms of getting those extra projects done with whatever possible forum which you would have done, getting into those roles where you would have displayed your leadership, right? You have a student manager, is what I heard, right? Why the person is a student manager and not somebody else, right? There is something which the person would have displayed or would have asked for, right? Raising your hand. What is raising your hand? Nobody is going to come to you and tell that please do this project, or you would you want to love to work in this team. That's one quality which is given, right? How do you raise your hand and say, can I do this, right? I'm going to ask again, guys, people, and I'm going to summarize to help you to know what I'm talking, right? So practical application, right? Skills, right? Raising your hand, right? Being confident, correct? All of you remember this four, right? That's something is expected from all of you when you join any corporate. And the last and the most important thing is your aspiration and ambition. If you don't have your aspiration and ambition, then nobody can help us, right? We can join as a junior executive and we can retire as a junior executive. Nothing bad in that. We can join at a salary of 10 lakhs per year and we can retire at a salary of 40 lakhs per year while we would have experienced for 40 years. Nothing bad in that, right? Or we can join as a junior executive. In 10 years, we make ourselves available in the leadership. In 20 years, we plan to retire, right? That's aspiration and dream. That's the fifth thing. Corporate looks into you. And this is displayed in every conversation you will have, right from your first interview which you will give in your campus, to the first project which you will take, to the first delivery which will happen in terms of you contributing to the corporate, right? This is going to get displayed and seen by a lot of people in the organization, right? Second important thing, your Balaji University certificate is going to give you your first job, because that's the only time when corporate asks you from which campus you are, right? Your every second job from there, nobody is going to ask you what is your degree, but everybody is going to ask you what is your experience. Do you understand that? Right? Right? For example, I was there in the IM campus last week. While I aspired to be one of the student of the IM, but I couldn't make it. I tried for 3 years, but I couldn't make it. What is the other way to still live this dream of mine to be connected with IIM? I was absolutely great for that opportunity to go and interact with the IIM campus, right? And I get great pride when I say 20% of my team in GSK is having a IIM campus experience certification, right? So I'm saying your dreams or your aspirations never ends. It is just the time when you want to live your dream, when you want to aspire for the next. But this happens only when you raise your hand. So, guys, please don't hesitate when you come to the corporate life for raising your hand, right? It will have those stretch hours. It will have those extra learnings. It will have those sleepless nights. But that's okay to do that in the initial years of your career, right? And that is what will help you differentiate from the other 90 in the crowd. And the best is there is no competition. Can you understand why when I say there is no competition? In this group, guys, understand this very important message. In this group, there is a lot of competition, and the competition is just to get a placement, right? But when I say there is no competition, there's no competition for people who aspires to move up. That's where out of 100, 90 gives up. Only 10 people are the one who wants to, because they are ready for that hard work. They are ready to put that extra, right? And the last thing from a corporate requirement perspective, networking. Very, very, very important, guys. I mean, we cannot give this reason that I'm an introvert. We cannot this, I mean, these are considered as an excuse. Please develop yourself. Please develop yourself. Networking is very, very important. You cannot give a reason saying, no, I don't want to do this shosha, right? Networking is doing a shosha. No, networking is very, very important because networking helps you two things. One is to get the right mentor, right coaches at the right time of your life, right? So they will give you a direction. And what do networking gives us? You absolutely, when there is an opportunity, your name is there in top of the mind. Why? Because you are networked well, you are connected well, right? Simple things like I would have spoken in a forum, you know, that I like teaching, right? It was just a discussion which happened, and I said I like teaching, and the person to whom I shared this, he was the dean of IIT, right? 2 months down the line, you get a call. Hey, you said one of the forum you like teaching, and I have this opportunity. Can we have a discussion on this? Are you understanding? Your dream gets connected, your aspirations gets connected only when you network well, right? So that's the last thing I want all of you to leave a message with. Corporate world, guys, it's amazing because it helps us to live our aspirations and dreams for which all of us are here. This 2 years of or 2 years of fun, I would put it that way, it ends here. Corporate is no more of fun. It's a serious life. Why? Because you are walking on your dream. When you're walking on your dream, you have to be serious, right? Fun will come, it will follow when you all of you will get retired at the age of 35 years. Correct? With this, I will just check the time again, which is 4:15. This is the last 15 minutes I want to give to the students, right? So can I have somebody who can help me uh, to send the mic to the people who want to ask questions? Who wants to go the first? This one, this gentleman. If you're loud and audible enough, without mic also you can have your question. Guys, I want while we are having this Q&A, I want respect for the person who is asking this question. Okay, so please hear the question so that this answer is not only for him, but this answer is for the wider audience. Yes, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm Pushkar Kale from BIMM Data Science and Business Analytics Department. And my question is that, sir, since you mentioned that you are from healthcare sector, my question is that do you feel that there must be some regulation on cost of medicine that is being circulated to common people?
There is. Can you repeat your question?
Do you think that there must be some regulation on cost of medicine on the pharma companies?
Absolutely. So it's a very good question. Guys who don't understand regulation, regulation means restrictions. Okay. So for example, why a paracetamol is getting sold at 1 rupee. If I would have been the student, the question which would have gone in my mind is, India is third in terms of volume and India is 14th in terms of value, right? If I increase the cost of paracetamol from 1 to 5 rupee, on value terms, I can become third or second. Why? Because paracetamol is the most consumed medicine in the world. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
But there are regulations. What is regulations is restrictions which are put by every government. But India has, obviously, from a pharmaceutical regulation perspective, there's something called as NLEM, National List of Essential Medicines, right? Where what the government has done is, if a medicine is part of the NLEM, which is National List of Essential Medicine, the government will decide a ceiling price. Ceiling price is a price above which nobody can sell, right?
Yes.
So for paracetamol, the ceiling price is 1 rupee. And that is the reason, as a manufacturer, I cannot sell it at 5 rupee. Why government has brought this regulation? So that the last person in India who is even in the remotest town of the country can afford paracetamol. Even a Ambani will pay 1 rupee for a paracetamol if he has fever. Even I will eat a paracetamol if I have fever. And even somebody who is not able to afford the basic amenities, even that person can afford a paracetamol because this is at 1 rupee. Right? So that is what the regulation the pharmaceutical industry has.
Sir, but not just specific about paracetamol. I was speaking about any medical equipments. Like they are priced at very alarming rate. We just can't we can't differentiate between how can the like common people afford the price of the
Very good.
equipment.
How much? Don't guys, don't take me in some way. are not correct or it hurts your sentiments, right? A car is a car, a four-wheeler is a four-wheeler, right? Right? Porsche is how much? 1 crore, in the excess of 1 crore. Audi,
Yes.
80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, 1 crore. Mercedes,
Same. Oh,
right? Then you have Toyota, then you have Maruti, then you have Renault, then you have MG,
correct.
right? All are car. You have Nano as well, Tata Nano. You remember those 3 lakh days,
Yes.
right? A car is a car, right?
Correct.
Car is available. Now it depends if I am able to afford a 3 lakh car, I have an option available, right? If I'm able to afford a 1 crore car, I have an option available,
Mm-hmm.
right? The example what you said, like device, right? There is a device available which may be at 1/10 of the cost.
Mm.
There'll be a same device available which can be at a higher cost,
Higher
like a
cost.
basic cataract lens, what we all have in our eye, right? That lens costs you around 10,000 to 12,000 if you do that surgery in a good government hospital,
Right.
versus the same lens, it is charged at 80,000, 1 lakh. When you kind of go and select, I want imported lens,
Mm-hmm.
I want the lens from Belgium, I want the lens from France, right? It is we who decide to take what, right? But the options are available. Now the whole concept is we all would have been exposed to something called as Satyamev Jayadev, where Amir Khan goes and asks, hey, this medicines comes at or get manufactured at 1/10 of a cost, but consumers are exploited. I'm not against Amir Khan, but when you are sharing such information, share right details to right consumers, right? And the questions what you said is become very valid. If I am a non-pharma, non-healthcare, I will have, yaar, ye log loot rahe hai, right? Same cheese, one company is selling at 10 rupees. Same cheese, they are selling at 100 rupees.
Mm.
Why? Correct?
Yes.
Because paracetamol research karne ke liye, whatever, the company would have done that research, that company would have taken 130 years to do the research. Research free में नहीं होता है. There is a cost involved, and you don't have a end date to a research. That research will take 7.5 years. Research will take 130 years. No, right? So there is a cost which goes in these years for that research when the research comes out, and that's where government gives exclusivity to you. What is exclusivity? While you have invested so much around the year for the healthcare benefit, you can sell this medicine for the next 20 years as a monopoly. You have exclusive right. That's called as patent,
Okay.
which patent is there in any other industry as well.
Yes.
Now that doesn't mean you're exploiting, but there will be a right cost which would be made, at which it will be decided by the government and the body to sell it to the consumer. Once you are out of that patent time, then any other company can launch a Me Too product. Me Too is what? Same product, right? Now the company who launches a Me Too product, that company now can launch at 10 rupee because they have not done any investment.
Right.
They have the raw material, they can manufacture, they can give it at 10 rupee. They will still make profit, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's sorry, but that's how the concept goes in terms of pricing.
Correct.
And the last point there, government has put things under NLEM, which is the basic need of Indians. So as a Indians, we consume top 10 medications, for examples. Indians, we are now having diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Indians, we are now having depressions, right? Indians, we are now having heart attacks, right? Gone are the days when we used to have only infection, right? India ko infection pehle hota tha because we were not having hygiene conditions in the country, right? And all this therapy like depression, loneliness, heart attacks, diabetes used to be seen as Western world diseases who are developed, correct? But today, all of us feel we are hearing very much about diabetes in India. We are the capital, diabetic capital in the world. We are getting more of heart attacks, Why? Because we are living a stressful life. We are all having aspirations and ambitions, right? And we are all feeling the depression and the loneliness. Why? Because I don't know the people sitting in the first row, some of you, if I would have told my father or my mother that I am feeling lonely or I am depressed, right? What I would have got is one tight slap on my face and I would have been out of depression. I would have been full of energy. Today, a kid is telling their parents, I am depressed. The parents goes in depression because of that. And that's where you guys help us pharmaceutical as an industry. एक के बदले 3 यूनिट बिकेंगे हमारे बच्चे का तो बिकेगा ही दोनों पेरेंट का साथ में बिकेगा आर यू गेटिंग
Yes, sir, got it.
राइट सो बेसिक दवाई जो जरूरत है इंडिया में दैट्स ऑल अंडर एनएलएम यानी anybody again Ambani to the last person on the remotest town in India is okay to consume the medicines for diabetes cardiac CNS infections everything is available while beyond that there are certain specific therapy areas jo which happens 1 in million that where you will have to pay an extra cost and then that's the affordability index comes in yeah
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any, yeah
Hello, sir.
sorry
Hello.
yes
Hello.
I cannot hear you
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
so 1 second we can just take that and then we'll come to you
Okay. Okay.
yeah yes
Good evening, sir. My name is Nandini Agarwal from BMHRD Marketing. So my
yes
question is, sir, my father runs a medicine trading business. So I'm curious to learn how marketing trends are evolving in this industry, and what advice would you give to someone like him to adapt current trends, and what skills or knowledge one should have if they want to work in pharmaceutical marketing,
thanks he is into which business you said
medicine trading business,
medicine
trading,
training
trading,
medicine
trading.
trading is it
Yes.
you mean the BSc and the NSc
No, sir.
not that trading right
No trading. Sir, he
okay I
trades
thought he
medicine.
buys SK stocks
No,
and then he
sir.
sells
Sir, he has a company. He trades medicine.
okay he has a company
Yeah.
and he supplies medicine
Yeah.
so you want to go and join him
Yeah. I want to help him
so
market
that's the
also.
first advice for me please after this course go and join your father
Yeah.
right that's the first marketing strategy why yeah because every new mind every young mind which is the people like you bring a lot of new ideas and innovations which he would have not brought in because he would have started a business with some traditional ways of working right so that newness which gets by the next generation always helps right second thing ask him to connect with me okay
Okay. sir.
and I'll give him a lot of advice but simple thing guys simple changes in life and that's one important lesson we don't want to change right many a time that becomes the barrier of our success your father must be successful but you are having a bright thought that you want to expand him further
Yes.
right so that's the change which all of us don't want to bring हमको है ना comfort हो जाता है right we are all very very comfortable in our own space the way this gentleman is sitting here right in suit boot right he's very comfortable now right look at his posture very comfortable he has folded his legs and he's in a comfortable position if I ask him and tell him to sit on the first he will get uncomfortable he'll say no 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 sir. Right but you never know he comes here he get an opportunity to interact with me
Yes, sir.
right that change ways of working I'm saying right the third is use of digital I am not sure how much digital as a medium your father is using right and hence I will not comment on those
Sir, only social medias.
no social media no Facebook and Insta I'm asking here
Okay.
right but digital as a medium to promote your business you might be situated here in Pune but you can do very much business with any other metro in the country forget metro you can do your business with the other side of the world right people from Pune are selling vada paos in the US at 1,000 rupee do you know this this is a fact right and that's the talent of Pune guys come on can we have a clap for Pune so I would say There's three things. One is get young talents like you enter the business, right?
Okay, sir.
Second is
Show, social media.
you're not attentive.
Sir, I was.
Ask him to connect to me, right?
Yes, sir.
Use of digital medium, right? To expand and take it further. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
To your left. So,
Yeah, yeah, I'm coming.
Hello. Uh, good afternoon to you, sir.
Okay, guys. There's somebody who is still in the afternoon. Madam, he's still in the afternoon. He's not saying good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Okay.
My name is Shivanand, a student of BIMM Marketing. Sir, I am a pharma graduate person, and in my college days, your company is coming in my college since last more than 10
Which
years.
college you are from?
DY Patil School of Pharmacy,
Okay,
Pimpri.
very good.
And but at my time, at when my time was
Guys,
there,
guys, please respect the question which I said, right? Please.
but
Yes.
unfortunately, at my time, GSK did not come,
Oh,
and I thought I'm unlucky, but I'm happy to see you today here.
very good.
And my question to you is, sir,
Acha. The entire crowd thought this was the question. Or come to your question.
and my question to you is, sir, what are the different either mindset or qualities you are expecting from a person who has done B Pharma and the other person who has done B Pharma with MBA marketing? I
Yeah.
mean, there is people says why you did not get into MBA marketing, pharma marketing,
Yeah.
pharma MBA.
No, so if I'm reading your question correctly, you're saying
Yeah,
what is the difference between person who has done pharmacy
yeah.
and
No,
joining the industry
yeah, you are expecting.
versus somebody who is doing management and joining the industry,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Right? So guys, management आप सब MBA कर रहे हो. Management just makes all of us learn one thing. What is that? Managing. Managing people, managing managing people, managing resources, managing projects, managing stakeholders, right? It's about managing, which doesn't happen in our graduations, unfortunately. Graduation, all of us are more inclined towards syllabus, towards your pharmaceutics, toward your farm analysis, farm chem, right? That you would have done. But that we never thought about management. What your MBA degrees make you learn, one, it brings a lot of confidence in you. It makes you a good public speaker. It allows you to interact with people from different sides, right? There are a lot of projects I'm sure your curriculum would be making you to do as a team. This team working culture comes in management, right? You cannot grow up individually. अकेले आप ऊपर नहीं बढ़ सकते. And that is what management teaches you, right? And when an industry looks at a graduate versus somebody who has done graduation plus management, this is always preferable, right? Because this person is somewhere differentiated himself or herself versus a basic graduate. So the company do not have to invest more time here, and a company can expect the person to be faster productive versus somebody who is here, right? That's the, but वो reflect होना चाहिए. After doing your management, you are still not able to reflect these qualities, then you have not done justice to your management. Correct? That's something which a corporate looks into you.
good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Sir,
Sir, last question.
I have
Guys,
a
it's
question.
4:33. I would want to
Sir, last question.
take permission from if we are okay to do two
Sir, last.
questions. Okay, she has been kind enough to allow two more questions.
Sir,
Can we clap for her? Yeah, please. So you are the second last one. And who is the last question?
sir, my.
As a group, you want to ask a question, is it? With the entire group is shouting.
Sir, we already have the mic.
All right, please.
Sir, my name is Vinit Bhopale. Vinit Bhopale. I am from BIAB Finance. So my question is, I am currently working on a financial model of a company.
Guys, again, please respect somebody who's asking the question, guys. Please.
So I am currently working on. Hello. So I am currently working on a financial model of a company from a pharmaceuticals industry. So I want to ask, what are the key drivers of pharmaceutical sector I should consider while forecasting the growth of the company?
PNL. The PNL profit, right? Whatever you, as a financial supporter or the controller, what the company looks at you is how can you help the company grow? Two things. One is for anybody to grow, there are three growth drivers, guys. Three growth drivers, right? Which helps us to grow. The first one is if I'm selling 100 units last year, right? I will have to sell 110 units this year. How much is the growth? 10%. And this 10% growth has come from where?
Sales revenue.
Increased volume, right? To sell more versus what I am selling
Right now.
last year. So find sources where you can sell more. First thing, right? Second thing, I was selling 100 last year at 100 rupees, right? I am selling 100 this year at 110 rupees. What is the growth?
10%.
10%. Did you sell more? You played on what? Price as a lever. That's the second driver, right? You increase your price wherever possible. What is your aspiration of growth? And that price will help you to grow. The third thing, you were selling item one or a product one and 100 units last year. What you started doing this year is along with product A, you also sold product B 10 units, which is a new launch, new product. The way she asked, what should she do for her father, right? Add a new line item, add a new product. Now, what is the growth? 10% again, but the growth has come from product A? No. The product B, what you sold extra, right? So these are the three growth levers which you should work upon, but understand the portfolio, understand what the company is into, and which lever will help you. The most sustainable growth comes from increasing volumes, right? If you have grown your volumes, the other two levers you can play anytime, and you can expect not only 10% growth, but 20% growth, 30% growth, 50% growth, right? Answers your question? Uh, Last one. Yes, please. That gentleman in suit boot. Yes, I cannot see your boot, but yes, I can see your suit. He needs mic. You were so loud. Uh, so by the time the mic goes to him, but it's already reached him. Yes, please. Hello, hello. Mic check. अरे माइक यूज करो माइक आने के बाद हेलो सर गुड इवनिंग सर बोल रहे हो
Good evening, sir. My name is Rushikesh Kotari from SBUP Finance A, Senior Student Manager.
सीनियर हाँ
Yes, sir.
यस सीनियर
Sir, as you statistics say that 40% of generic drug demand of US completed by India, and recently Trump government levied 25% tariff on import from Indian goods. As a business intelligence expert,
या
how can you analyze this scenario as a pharma sector? And other than this, how can this affect on your financials,
या
specific GSK's financial?
या गुड क्वेश्चन पेपर आ गया क्या वहां से ऑलरेडी
Huh?
वी सेड राइट पेपर आने वाला यू आर सपोज टू फिल द आंसर्स
No, sir.
नो ओके वेरी गुड इफ यू read this news 25% tax levied on the imports right so नीचे लिखा था वही न्यूज़ में industries which will be impacted and industry which will not be impacted right pharma is one industry which will not be impacted why because we give them we don't take from them when you give them you bring dollars in the country are you getting when you take from them you have to pay rupee but in the multiplication of the dollars and the pounds right so that's a more deficit for your ecosystem versus when you give you bring a strong currency in your country right so for pharmaceuticals it's not an impact why because they are dependent on us we are not dependent on them at least for medicines right yes for technology for advancement we will be dependent on them right so that's one second for gsk what you said how do you bring this numbers into gsk or any other organization. Numbers are very important, guys. If you want to do any long run thing, if you don't have control on your numbers, you will not be sustainable. Basic thing, your pocket money, if you get 1,000 rupees for the month, if you don't know where that 1,000 rupees is going, then you are going to fail big way. It's okay to spend 1,000 rupees, but you should know where that 1,000 rupees is going. Because when you know is where you can plan. When you know is where you can control, right? And when you know is where you can take a break, right? For any industry, for example, if my company is having an annual profit aspiration of say 30%, right? And if by doing business that 30% comes to 28%, as a financial advisor or controller, he will have to control and get back those 2%. How he will do? He will control on expenses, break on the expenses. Don't let people travel by air. Let them travel by train for the next 2 months and get back that 2% by doing the same business. Why do you need 100 people? Can we do this work by 90 people? Right? That's right use of resources. You bring that margin back. Right? So those are the factors you keep in mind when you have to play with the PNL of any company. Right? Plus, I think with this, I want to stop this conversation. But the last thing I want to uh, advise, please don't think I'm a preacher or I am a, I'm talking like guru, or I am imposing things which that person is already saying, yaar, kya paka raha hai? 4:30 ho gaya hai, we have to go for a movie, right? Guys, the only advice which I want to tell this group, and I'll be very happy if even 10% are able to use that advice. All of you want to retire at 35? Yes, no? No, somebody said no. Okay. How many of you said no? These are all hard-working people. Very good. I'm very happy. Right? They are not lazy people. कि 35 के में retire हो जाएंगे फिर क्या करेंगे? Right? All of you, I'm asking the same question. All of you want to retire. All of you want to financially retire at the age of 35. Yes or no? What is financial retirement? Simple. If I don't have to attend this lecture, I have to go out and do what I want. My bank account details allows me to do that, right? That's financial retirement, and all of us wants to have that financial retirement. The only advice hence I want to give you, guys, think and dream of retiring financially at the age of 35, and that will happen with a very simple step: investing and saving, right? Start this habit now. I know now you guys are not earning, but consider your pocket money as your earning, right? Even if you are getting say 10,000 as your pocket money for the month, please invest 2,000 of the 10,000, right? When you are going to get your first salary, from that day please start investing a fixed percentage of your salary, whether it is 20%, whether it is 80%. I mean, you can decide. Just do that till the age of 35 years, and that's the power of compound interesting. At the age of 35 years, all of you, even if your base salary or your first earning will be as low, I am saying the standards of Balaji University, I am sure going to be much higher. But if the average earning is say around 6 to 8 lakhs yearly earning, I am saying, right? At the age of 35, you all will be billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires, just by saving 20% to 50% of your hard earning, right? Just in habit, just in habit. Please get into that. Thank you, guys.
So, your reflections were far more than insights. They served as catalysts, urging us to think critically, act with foresight, and lead with integrity in a world that is constantly transforming. Thank you, sir, for responding to our questions with such warmth and depth.
May I now invite Dr. Archana Srivastav, Director, Balaji Institute of Modern Management, to felicitate Mr. Hitesh Jain with a token of appreciation.
Sorry if I was not able to take questions. I know there were questions in the room, but you all have to go to Pune. I have to go to Bombay back. So sorry for that. But as I said, guys, networking, we can be connected. There's no need for us to have this physical presence. We all have learned this during our COVID times, right? 2 years, people did not move out. We got summer interns, management trainees in our company whom we never met physically, right? People completed their MBA, 2 years of MBA virtually. So whether they are from the IIM campus or any other campus, but they did it virtually, right? The final 2 years of critical courses like say MBBS or a CA, right? They did it virtually. I mean, those sensitive careers people have been able to do justice with the virtual connects. It's all up to us and it's here, right? Nobody stops us and wait for that physical interaction to happen. Use digital medium, use networking to have answers to your questions. Yeah. And there are forums available. Please do that.
Mail the balance questions to you.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. I mean, whoever is your coordinator, please have your questions submitted to them, and I'll be more than happy to respond to your questions. I'll do that. Yeah. Guys, can I request for one last thing? Can I have your consent? I generally have this habit of having these memories with me, right? So I will want to take a selfie with all of you. All of you are okay. I know nothing is going to be visible even if I zoom, right? Except for me, but I will have that as part of my memory. So can I take a picture?
And now, may I request Student Manager Khushi Jain to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Meghna. The only people who achieve much are those who want knowledge. Good evening, everyone. I, Khushi Jain, Junior Student Manager at Balaji Institute of Modern Management, on behalf of Sri Balaji University, Pune, extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Hitesh Jain, sir, for gracing us with his presence and sharing his profound insight with us today. Sir, your words are not just enlightening, they were deeply thought provoking. Your approach to problem solving and your emphasis on value driven leadership have deeply resonated with us. What made this session even more impactful was your openness in addressing our queries with genuine interest, turning this into an engaged dialogue, not just a lecture. I would like to highlight a few key points from this session. The power of healthcare and pharmaceutical industry. What is going to differentiate between you and all is that 10% extra hard work. One must have aspiration and inspiration to succeed. Step up and raise your hand. The corporate expectations from us are skills, practical application, and confidence. I would like to thank the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Directors, Deputy Directors, faculty member, and student managers. Together, let's keep growing, leading, and transforming. Thank you and happy weekend.